and the way we play, ripping and tearing on a new crusade. Just trying to do what we can. As true blue die-hard New United fan. Boom, it's the right time. It's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Boom, it's the right time. It's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Boom, it's the right time. It's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Boom, it's the right time. It's
Guys, and welcome back for another edition of KnightTime. Big Andy joined us again.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And Jono.
Good evening, how are we?
Good, mate, good. Some good football, but not the result for us we wanted, but yeah, some good football nevertheless.
Oh, what game were you watching?
Oh, I watched them all, to be honest. There was a few entertaining games, but as I said, not our result we wanted, but yeah, there's some good games of football, but so we might get into it straight away with that crew review brought to you by Muso's Corner. Yeah, the Knights, eh?
I don't know whether the Knights just play poorly or we've seriously underrated how good Cronulla is.
I think there's a bit of both, to be honest. Cronulla is a class side. And, I mean, Nico Hines, they're just gelling. And I don't think we turned up.
Yeah, I think the Sharks were up for it, that's for sure, at home. Windy down there?
I did hear too that we trained all week for a wet weather game and then turned up and it was dry. But, I mean, you've got to adapt to those kind of things.
It's professional football.
That's right.
You turn up and you play the conditions.
100%.
Cronulla probably trained for a wet week all week too. They were thinking it was going to rain, so...
Yeah, well, some interesting things that come out of that game, like the performance of Caleb Bond.
Yeah, he was disappointing. Disappointing. Probably had a few things on his mind.
Yes, that's
what we might talk about later, I guess. But
yeah, but I mean, yeah, there's a few things, but one good thing come out of that was Chris Randall with 57 tackles.
Yeah, he's excellent.
Yeah.
He played well.
And,
you know, a couple of good performances.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. Good on the, because he was only I think his contract's trained to play or whatever it is, one of those kind of contracts. Or well, he's not
pay
on
to play.
Yeah, so
I think he was upgraded.
Upgraded, was he?
Top 30, yeah.
But he still wouldn't be on a grade deal.
Nah, he's not on some of the Caleb Ponga's on.
I mean, good on him.
So, yeah, no, he had a good game, so he's going well at the moment.
Well, I guess too, like, he can keep his eyes open for other clubs, like if someone wants to pick him up.
Yeah,
it's sad to see him leave the club, but like if he's not going to get much time with Braden when Bailey's back, so...
Yeah, but there's always probably options for a fringe for it, maybe like a little bit of a Kurt Mann kind of stuff.
Yeah, or he could play 14 or...
Yeah.
There'll be a role for him. If he's playing good footy, there'll be a role for him, so you always pick your top 17 if he's in it. He'll be in there, so... Weekend, mate, I thought right from the start our forwards got dominated, which is not us. That's not how our pack plays, so... It was disappointing. The Sharks forwards come out and just dominated. And Talakai in the centres, how good was he?
We were only talking about him last week. I mean, yeah, he's a... There's quite a few there, to be honest, that I looked at and thought, wow, you've really improved. Even that Toby Randolph, like, he just doesn't stop.
Yeah, he had a good game too.
Yeah. I think it was big disappointing for us, besides the big donut, like they had that big wind advantage in the first half and they couldn't do anything with it. That was probably something I take away from it.
Yeah, it's like they didn't know how to use the ball in that win, wasn't it? The kicking game wasn't good. Clifford didn't look confident. It was like he was scared to put too much boot behind the ball, but anyway, you learn from those games. He's still only young, so...
Yeah, that's right. And still only early in the season too.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but that Talakai, mate, he schooled Dane Gagai.
Yeah, he was pretty quiet this week.
Made Gagai look like a reserve grader. So Gagai was prior to that game, I think, the form centre in the competition.
Yeah, not this week. He's but saying that, he'll probably bounce back this week against.
Gagai will.
Yeah,
Gagai will for sure. But
that
was just an unbelievable performance. So good luck to him. Good luck to the Sharks. They were too good on the day, and we get another chance this week, I guess.
I think they're going to be one of the form teams. Come the end of the year, I reckon Sharks will be out there.
I reckon Sharks, the way they're playing now, don't hold me to it, but possibly could scrape into that top 4 like the Roosters did last year.
100%, yeah. Couldn't agree with you more. And I mean, I wonder what Fitzgibbon's going to be like as a coach. I think he's going to be a pretty good one. Well, so far, it's
Yeah,
looking good.
seems to have the team gelling, so they're all on the bus.
Yeah, and they all seem
to
to.
use an Ivan Cleary phrase.
Yeah, true, on the bus.
Another one rides the bus.
You get that feeling, but too, they're all having fun and they're all, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're all clicking. Where you get some clubs like, look at the Tigers. Things are going wrong there.
But I think what it could be with the Sharks, there is some young boys and there's a lot of experienced, cool heads under pressure.
Oh,
you got Aiden Tolman.
Yeah.
You got
the journeyman.
The journeyman. Nico Hines has been. I know he hasn't played a lot of footy, but he's been around Storm.
And Dale
Finucane, exactly. So you got a lot of experience, but then you got is it Will Kennedy, the fullback, or the other Braden boy. So there's a lot of
the lesser of the two.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. So I think it's good to have they've got a good mixture of old heads and young heads.
Yeah, true. But let's just hope they don't go too good when we play against them.
Yeah, I think they're just a well-balanced team. So, so
Now
anyway,
they're
their
better,
early season form's pretty good. So
Mm.
I think we've got to give them some credit where it's due, and they were too good for us on the weekend. Hopefully, we're better this weekend.
Yeah, I think we will. To be honest, I think we'll get more into it later. But yeah, I think you'll see a return to form and some performances by a few individuals that will,
Yeah, I think there'll be a few that were embarrassed a little bit by their performance on the weekend, and we'll see better from them this weekend. So, but up until last weekend, we've been playing well.
I wouldn't want to fall in terms of the competition, to be honest.
We still only gave up, as bad as we played, we still only gave up 18 points too. So
yeah, that's right.
You got to look at the positives in games like that.
On the flip side of that, it could have been a lot worse if Kiko Hines brought his kicking boots.
Yeah, he was.
He had a big donut behind his name behind the boot.
But that's all right. We don't mind. Yeah, no, that's a few other interesting games too. That I had a quick look at a few of them. Any check out any through the week?
Yeah, watched all the games on the weekend. Yeah. So no, there was some good footy. Yeah, we'll probably talk about that a little bit when we do round the grounds. But yeah, there was some good games on the weekend. There was some big scores on Sunday. Yeah, Tipping was good. Picked the round except for the Newcastle Knights.
Oh, I did. I must say I did get a full round because we spoke about it before that if I went against the Knights, I'd win.
Yeah, well,
and
you were wrong.
it lost. So, yeah.
You were wrong.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, it's your fault. If you had tipped them, they would have won.
No, they would have lost.
They would have won.
I tried to do reverse psychology, but never worked. But anyway. Anyway, we'll move on to Night of the Round. Brought to you by Purnell Trophies and Apparel.
Yeah, I thought there was some standout performances on the weekend. So a couple of guys stood out for me anyway. So
yeah, a couple. I'll get into it as well. We probably should have touched on this before, but the Dom Young 10 in the bin.
Even the third charge after the game, he's copped a $1,000 fine. But geez, it was pretty average.
Yeah,
almost
moved his hand,
throwing his head at the ground. So
and then you get others that just get put on report for worse. I mean, we're going back to the same thing where we said they're never going to get it right until they all come into the one understanding of the game. Well, there's a prime example. I mean, he lifted him a little bit, but nothing out of the ordinary. It was old mate that moved his head.
If he doesn't direct his head at the ground, it's a perfect tackle.
Yeah, that's right.
Puts him on his back, and but anyway, they don't want any lifting in the game anymore. So.
Well, I can understand that, especially after Alex McKinnon's stuff, but
yeah, it wasn't
there's nothing better.
Category, but
no, but you know what I mean. That's what they're trying to. But do you think it was warranted 10 in the bin?
No, I don't think it was at all.
That's right. So I mean,
I think he contributed to any danger in the tackle himself. If anything, he put himself in danger by putting his head in an unusual position.
Oh, but in saying that, there's nothing better or gets the crowd more alive than someone just getting picked up slightly and driven straight back into the ground, gets the boys fired up. So, but there's nothing more in our game than putting someone in a dangerous position.
Oh, 100%.
You never want anyone to get hurt, but that wasn't a dangerous tackle until the person getting tackled.
No, that's right. I mean,
himself.
We don't want to see anyone get hurt, like you said. We might go, smash him, but it's football.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him get hurt.
Of course.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to see anyone get hurt.
No, that's right.
So,
but we're going back to that. I'll do mine first. My three was Dom Young.
Yep.
I thought, mate, this young kid this year has come on leaps and bounds, and he takes my three for this week.
Yep.
My two was Chris Randall.
Yep.
With the 57 tackles, 7 runs to 68 metres.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty good for him. And although he didn't have the best of games, I thought he was pretty frustrated through trying too much. Jake Clifford, so just give him a 1.
Yeah.
He just kept trying.
Yeah, I thought the halves weren't too bad.
No, that's right. But my special mention this week goes to Adam Clune too. He doesn't give up. Like, did you see his eye?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, a lot of people going, at the start of the season, Adam Clune, what are we doing? I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
He's telling you what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
He's been a really good pickup.
And
I'll be the first person to admit, didn't understand the signing, or I just thought we'd have Pearce and him. But he's been really well and being very well surprised.
Yeah, well, he was brought in as a reserve halfback, so he was cover for Pearce. Pearce is obviously gone, so he's had to step up and he's done the job well. So
and he, to me, it looks like he's been here for a long time. Like, he just gelled that quickly.
Yeah, they've obviously worked hard in the off season,
and they're only going to get better
with Joey's help and a couple of other guys that have been around halves training in the off season. So obviously worked hard, and it's showing. So
so I mean, it was hard not to give him a point, but he gets my special mention for this week. Boys, Jono?
Well, for 3 points, had to go to Mr. Kurt Mann, Mr. Utility. Played the whole 80 minutes, played his heart out.
Yeah.
He always says, I don't really expect anything less from Kurt Mann himself, but I reckon he was deserving of 3 points. 2 points went to Mr. Jamaican himself, Dom Young. Played a world game. Thought it was pretty unfortunate of him to get put on report and sin bin, but it's just one of those things. Hopefully learns from his mistakes, comes back stronger. And my final point went to Chris Randall.
Yeah.
Solid game. Played the full 80 minutes. I mean, did his best. He tried. It's like...
I mean, there's a few there too. Sorry, mate, didn't cut you off. But like you could have put in there that kept trying. But just things just didn't work.
Yeah.
Even BJ back for his first game. You could see he was trying. He was
a little bit quiet, but
he kept trying. But just things, sometimes, no matter how hard you try, things are just not going to come off. And I think that was one of them games.
Yeah, it wasn't our day.
Yeah.
So anyway, my 3-2-1, I gave Dom Young 3 points. I thought he was outstanding. 2 points I gave to Chris Randall, and I gave my 1 point to Adam Clune. So I was pretty. I was thinking similar lines to you.
Yeah.
Smitter, I thought the halves deserved a point. Special mention, he went off with a hamstring injury, Tyson Frizzell too.
Yeah.
So that was his 200th game, and
he's another one.
Disappointing for him, but so apparently the testing and all that's come back a little bit. The results has come back a little bit better than first expected for his hamstring. And
so how many weeks are we looking at?
For him, he's been named this weekend.
You reckon he'll take it?
But I wouldn't be surprised if he misses one. If he's not playing this week, he's definitely back the week after they've said.
Well, I was going to say, he could be named, but he might only be playing like 20, 30 minutes maybe, depending on how he pulls up.
I don't know.
If I'm Adam O'Brien, I'd probably give him a week.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'd rather Tyson Frizzell miss him for 1 week than 6 weeks.
Yeah. It's hard, but isn't it? Because it's a position that we're really lacking at the moment. So
I guess, too, you don't want Frizzell, like, he'll try his hardest out, but you don't want him at 70%. You want Frizzell at 100%.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but he'd give 100%.
Oh, no
you wouldn't notice that he was injured, but
after, going back to Tyson quickly with his 100%, he had that stomach bug in was it Magic Round?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, had the squirts before they ran out. Come out and played the full game. You know what I mean?
Like yeah, exactly. You'll never give not 100%, but you don't want him to.
And saying that too, on last week's performance, would some of the ones that didn't play up to their standards lift this week?
Absolutely. Like we said, they'll be embarrassed.
Yeah.
They'll be up for this week.
So, would it be better off? I think probably rest him a week. And you'll get some of the other guys
Yeah, no, if he's close to 100%. He's pretty important.
If he's
pretty
close,
important for us. I'd be playing him.
If he's close to 100%, yeah, for sure. But if he's got that injury little doubt, well, no.
Well, but if you left it up to Frizzell, he'd be saying, "No, get me in there, get me in there."
I think he wanted to go back on the weekend. So,
anyway, that's Night of the Round, brought to you by Purnell. And Big Shannon will be on in a couple of weeks. He's been trying to get here, but business is booming. And so if there's anyone out there actually looking for a position, Purnell is actually after someone to come on board. So
okay,
just email Purnell or get onto the show and we can sort it out for you. But we might take a break and be back shortly. All right, welcome back, guys, and it's time, Andy, for
what caught my eye, brought to us by Steak and Chops.
Yum.
I could go for some steak.
I'm going to take a trip up there this week and see Terry.
How are they going up there?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
He's going good. So
Business is booming?
Yeah, beautiful, mate. Beautiful meat and sausages. So if you haven't had any, get on up there or give Terry a message on Facebook and he delivers.
Where can we find them?
Tanilba Bay. Or, just drop him a line on Facebook and he can sort out some deliveries. He delivers down here, so do yourself a favour, especially with Easter coming up and barbecues and stuff. Check out their meat and sausages. I mean, we swear by it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Anyway, let's jump into it. I'll start off this week, and what caught my eye was Bryce Cartwright from the Parramatta Riverworms. Did you see the flick pass he did?
I did. It was good.
I mean, Bryce Cartwright's, I think he's got the potential there, but he's lost it over the last couple of years. And
I think, he's always had a potential to be a top star player, but just never.
He's still only young.
Since he left Penrith, he just went to the Titans and went downhill a bit. So hopefully coming back now to Parramatta with that kind of play, he might be getting it back. Because I tell you what, that was a pretty good...
Yeah, he finished off last season pretty well. It wasn't too bad. So
I think, no disrespect to the Titans, but I've seen a few of them move from up here up the Titans and just not find their feet, and then they come back and they find it again. So maybe the relaxed lifestyle of the Gold Coast is not,
they get parties on the strip.
Yeah,
but I don't really see the Gold Coast as like a city to live in. It's more of a holiday destination, a party town.
I don't know. I reckon I could live up there. But
yeah, I'm with you a bit on that one, Jono.
Oh, you're right. But,
I think you could have a good time up there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's conducive with being a football player, but that said, they're not a bad team. So
no, they're going to be, they're going to be right up there. I think they're going to get better and better, especially like, once string a few games together and that, they've got a good team. So
I actually think they've got a pretty good coach.
Yes,
he's a good young coach, I reckon.
Another former Knight.
Yeah. So they just got to get a little bit more out of Fafita and a couple of their bigger name players. But anyway, we're not talking about them at the moment.
No. So well, that's what caught my eye. It was I fought a floor by Gary straight away when I seen that, and it was quite good. So, Big Andy.
Yeah, well, what caught my eye, it didn't come out of a first grade game this week. It came out of New South Wales Cup game.
Nice.
The Newcastle Knights went down to the Newtown Jets, but young Matt Croker, who had a start in the first couple of rounds, broke his jaw halfway through the game and finished the game. Did a Johnny Sattler, finished the game with a broken jaw, and then they sent him up for an X-ray after it, and he had surgery the next day. Had surgery Monday morning, and put him all together, so he's out for about 6 weeks. But that caught my eye, mate. That's gutsy to finish a game with an injury like that.
And it's, a sort of, how do you put it? He was going so well and in first grade, and then, to be honest, I didn't think he should have been dropped. I thought he would have had a spot in the 17, and then to go to reserve grade and cop that, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's disappointing for him because he was in good form. So he made way for your mate, old Jesse Sue.
Yeah, old Jesse Sue, and he back, but one game under his belt. But think even Jesse would say for his standards he wasn't happy with last week's game. So I reckon this week you'll see a bigger and better Jesse Sue this week.
Absolutely.
Watch out Marty Tapau.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's what caught my eye. Young Matt Craker playing on, showing some guts in the reserve grade game. So good on him.
Shout out to him. And
yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say that. So I hope he's feeling a bit better and doesn't get too sick of pureed food over the next few weeks.
They'll speedy recovery too.
Yeah. Jono?
Oh, this sort of wasn't really caught my eye. It was more what caught my ear. I think I was watching the Fox Sports and Will Smith for the Gold Coast Titans came on, gave away a penalty. Bossy's gone, oh, it's not a great week to have your name be Will Smith.
Yeah, I heard that. I did pick up on that as well.
Yeah, I'll play that.
But yeah, so that's more of caught my ear, not quite my eye, but that was very good, funny call by Bossy.
No, that was a good one.
That. We'll say one thing. We were watching the game the other night. Blocker Roach. Does he like the Knights at all?
No.
No, I think he does. I've had a couple of chats to Blocker about the Knights, and he's actually a fan. He likes our front row. Obviously, he was a great front rower, but
Friday night he didn't seem to like us at all.
It's pretty easy not to like us on Friday night, but we didn't play that well.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think he knows what potential our forward pack is.
Yeah, I think
and they just didn't turn up.
Yeah, but you gotta, you know, we have off weeks, so that'll be ours.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and that'll be ours.
Yeah, but no, like I said, Blocker actually, he rates our pack.
Was that at Henny Penny?
No, it wasn't at Henny Penny. No.
Hungry Jacks.
It could have been at Hungry Jacks last time I saw him.
I remember that one, actually.
I saw him, yeah. Yeah, I bumped into him and young Lara Pitt was there. Getting chased around by the Knights' nanas.
You were?
No, I wasn't.
Andy, I think you were.
I'm way too old for them, but
I think we're on.
I think Blocker and Lara were.
Oh, gold. Anyway, that's what caught my eye for this week, and from Steak and Chops.
Steak and Chops.
Oh, I want some steak.
All right, guys, and welcome back. And Jono?
Let's go to Around the Grounds, brought to you by High Mix. The first game of the Gold Coast Titans over the West Tigers. Titans 8, Tigers 6.
Oh, what a finish. I don't think I've ever felt so sorry for a coach in a rugby league team as I did.
I felt sorry for him for the last couple of weeks, to be honest.
I felt hollow inside after it. They're not even my team.
No, you got to feel for Madge, but what's going on? But it has not just been this year. It's been like last year too. Like Summons, and even before that, when Robbie Farah and that were there, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I can't say what it is. But
what do you mean when Robbie Farah was there? He's still there.
Yeah, well, true.
He's the water boy.
Yeah, true.
Madge's best mate.
You know what I mean? Like even back to when Jason Taylor was. Things haven't been good at that club for a long time, and it's sad.
For 10 years, 12 years.
And to be honest, it's sad because the West Tigers are, they're a good club.
You think, they brought Sheens in this year. There'd have to be some good coming out of that, but I was expecting to see some changes from them on the field. It hasn't eventuated.
But you have a look at the team on paper too. They've got some talent.
Yeah, they probably haven't got the talent of some of the other clubs, but they've got a bad side.
You've got some decent players there, so you just think something's got to be better. Got to get more than what's happening from there. So what is the issue?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know. If I knew that, I'd be the Tigers coach. I'd be an NRL coach. So I've got no idea what's going on there.
Oh, something behind the scenes, I reckon. Something's got to give.
Yeah, it starts at the top. That's the one consistent that has been there the whole time is their board and the management. So maybe that says something. I don't know. But to lose like that, everything they've been through the first month, the criticism they've copped, and they've been getting smashed from pillar to post, and to lose like that, 1 minute to go, to drop the ball in your own in-goal line and the other team put a hand on it to lose, it's pretty crippling for them.
Average,
it's got to kill their morale.
100%. Like, hopefully they come out this week. And
you look at their draw, they got a tough month too. They could be none from 8 or 9. I know we said that last week, but
if they don't start winning soon, it's goodbye season, to be honest. So, I mean, not just, their fans deserve more than this. The people that spend their hard-earned, to go in week out to see rubbish, well, you know, I shouldn't be harsh on them because they're trying their best, but some of their performances have been rubbish.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, without them fans, they're nothing. So
Yeah, it was a pretty average
they deserve
game.
more.
It was a pretty average game to watch, but I
Anyway,
feel sorry for them anyway. They're going through hell.
hopefully they'll. I mean, we've been through it.
Well, I
Not-
just
not
hope
quite as
they've
bad,
got a
but-
couple of decent players. I just hope their good players don't, you know, turn their toes up and decide to leave, because that could really hurt the club. So, yeah. So, anyway, Adam Dewey's back soon. He might make a difference for them.
True.
Hopefully.
All right, let's move on.
Next game, the Cronulla Sharks 18 over the Newcastle Knights 0. Don't really want to talk about this game anymore.
Just
to be
move on.
honest.
Real move on.
Yeah, we'll forget about that.
The Crazy Ladies Penny Panthers 26 over the South Sydney Rabbitohs 12.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
I thought the Rabbitohs weren't bad. They had some good patches.
They didn't, but
They turned up, but Panthers just too good.
I think this score's like a bit not right. I thought the Panthers pretty much dominated this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
The score didn't really reflect the result.
Okay.
I did like the bit of niggling between a few players out there. It was,
That's always good fun.
you know, Katie Walker, Nathan Cleary, what's his name?
Was that, yeah?
No. Jerome Luai. Sorry.
Yeah, he's always got a bit of niggle in him, but
Yeah,
hasn't he?
but it was good to see. I thought,
Yeah.
you know, and Latrell kicking the ball, hitting the old lady in the head, poor bugger. But she was fine. So yeah. Anyway, next one.
I think he gave her boots after the game and looked after her a little bit, so that was nice of him. He showed some character there. So
Give her a cuddle and
yeah, you mentioned him a second ago, mate. How good's Isaiah Yeo?
yeah,
He's a great player.
He's our link man. He's pivotal to them. I think he'd be as big a loss as losing Cleary. I think for the
100%.
Panthers.
He's, to me, he's sort of like the modern day Billy Peden,
Yeah,
and very underrated.
yeah.
Very.
You know, I mean, he's starting to get picked for rep sides now, but he's still not. I think a lot of times the things that he does gets overshadowed by others as well. But he's you know, if you could pick a top 13,
Yeah, he's in
team.
your Australian team.
yeah,
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, we're looking for a middle/second rower, back rower. He'd be a handy pickup.
yeah, that'd be
Panthers
good.
don't need him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, they just
Oh, she
keep
is
turning them
listening.
out, don't they? Like lose a couple of players, another couple of kids step up. They've just got those systems in place.
They
They're doing
do.
it well. So
Yeah.
And I would say a lot of that's got to go to Gus Gould. I mean, he built up a lot of that as well, the nursery up there. So, but like we were saying there before, what we're talking Panthers young guys. What's his name now? We're only talking about a minute ago.
Tyler May.
Yeah, that's another one. But the young forward, I was just talking to you a minute ago about his name off air. I'll get his name and come back to you. But yeah, doesn't get the.
Oh, Lunu.
Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spencer. I mean, he comes in every game, does fill in the shoes of Moses Leota, and he hasn't got the name. But I tell you what, doesn't take a backward step. And
Yeah, good player.
Very good player.
anyway,
Anyway, the New Zealand Warriors, I think I'm going to change their name to the Central Coast Warriors at the moment. 20 over the Brisbane Broncos 6.
yeah.
Oh, it's good to see the Warriors get another win. Oh, it's just their first win.
No, it's a second win, isn't it?
Yeah. Young Walsh played well again.
Yeah, he did play well. He did play well. So Brownie's doing some good things with the Warriors. I thought they played well, but I thought the Broncos took a couple of steps backwards too. I didn't think they were that good. So
Ill discipline.
ill discipline.
That got them a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, was it Flagler?
yeah.
It was on report four times?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to get put on report 4 times, after the third one, the third one comes up, when you go, okay, mate, go spend some time in the bin.
Yeah, that said, it's probably good they didn't, because the first couple
Were pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to be on report for him, or even penalised, to be honest. So it's probably good that they didn't sin bin him or whatever. It would have been a big mistake.
Yeah, true. Anyway, that's the Warriors bounced back on that one, so that's good to see.
So
Yeah.
the Manly Bin Chickens 25 over the Canberra Raiders 6. Very strange Score 25-6.
Yeah, kicked a field goal at the end there.
Yeah, he was kicking herring.
Old giraffe net.
Old giraffe.
Had a blinder, didn't he?
Yeah, well, let's hope he doesn't this week.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's all we need.
I'll just hopefully, I hope he kicks. Just all the kicks go out on the full.
That'd be nice. That'd
Very
be nice.
nice.
But no, he had a good game, but he doesn't have his main man this week, so
No, so yeah, Turbo.
it's a big loss for them.
They broke the Turbo.
He's starting to hit some form too, so that's a massive
That's
loss for
nice,
Manly. But no, Manly, too good in that game, I thought.
Yeah.
The boys from Bondi, Sydney Roosters 28 over the North Queensland Cowboys 4.
This is only one game I didn't see too much on, actually, but yeah, obviously Roosters bounced back. But did you watch it?
No, I didn't catch much of it.
Yeah, I watched it.
How did Connor Watson go?
It's probably his better game, the better game he's played this year for the Chooks. But
Yeah, no, it's
it's, I think we saw where the Cowboys are really at the moment. I know they've had
a couple of good wins, but
a couple of good wins. They lost to the Bulldogs round one. They've I don't think they've beaten any big names yet, have they?
I
No,
think it was round 2. They beat someone, didn't they? Oh, I'm not sure, but
no, yeah, they did upset someone. I can't remember who it was.
yeah. The
They,
Broncos.
they beat the Broncos. But
Yeah, they
was
beat
that
the
really
Broncos. That's what I mean. But he's that.
Yeah.
Oh, but you put up a fair few amount of points, so
But in saying that, it's. I think they've just gone too far, too quick with like spending all the money on Tel Malalo for 10 years. Yeah.
I think that's just me crazy. You don't do these long year contracts because
Nah.
caps goes up and up, and then who says halfway through the year just completely declines?
Yeah,
that's
right.
not looking good.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys, but they beat the Bulldogs and they lost to the Raiders. Sorry, lost to the Bulldogs and beat the Raiders and the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Yeah,
they were
so
a streak of 2.
I don't know how good that form is, beating the Raiders and then the Broncos.
Yeah.
Anyway, this game was a bit of a snooze fest. The Melbourne Storm 44 over the Canterbury Bulldogs 0. Zip.
Ryan Pappenhausen's probably the story out of that game.
The puppy.
4 tries, had a blinder.
Hey, you reckon he looks like a puppy? That
I
haircut?
look at Sonic the Hedgehog, I reckon.
Sonic the Hedgehog tails. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was looking like that little cartoon of the
Yeah, okay.
with the haircut.
Yeah. But no, the Storm were on fire.
Oh yeah.
I'm just sort
Class
of, someone said to me the halftime score of this game 16-0. I'm like, it's not really worth watching. And then I seen the final score. I'm like, thank God.
Kingy played well.
Yeah, Kingy's he's
Got a
having a
try?
good season.
So yeah, shout out
Yep.
to Kingy. Good
Yeah.
on him.
Good on him getting those wins.
Yeah, no, Bellamy's putting back the lock, and he's killing it.
Right. He's not going too bad. So
No, it's a system thing, I reckon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Stick
But-
anyone in there.
You know, good on him. Wish him all the best. Like he's going well. So.
old Singleton boy.
Yeah.
Good on him. Final game of the round. Floorboard Gary's River Arms 48 over the St. George Dragons 14. I will admit I didn't see any of this game. I saw the score in the staff room and I'm like, thank God I did not watch that.
That's the flick pass was in that game. Quite good, but
Young Cartwright,
yeah.
No, the Eels were good.
Are the Eels are the Eels the only team that can challenge Penrith, you reckon? Or
No, I think there's a couple. I think the Storm can.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it's too early to say who yet. Because at the moment you wouldn't really put the Roosters up there. But give it a couple of weeks, that could change.
Yeah.
But for me, at the moment, except for the Knights, the 2 front runners for me would have to be the Storm. Penrith and the Bunnies.
The Bunnies,
Bunnies?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably haven't got the Bunnies in there, but
Yeah, no.
the Storm on their form on the
I
weekend was
reckon
pretty good.
Panthers are up there, and I reckon the Sharks maybe is a sneaky
Sharks,
one.
yeah, they've probably been the form team too. Yeah, that's a good call.
That's probably the top 4 for me. Actually, you throw in the Storm and the Sharks. Obviously, I'm not going to pick our team because we're number 1.
Yeah, that's right. What I'll say is, but this time last year, after round 4, Manly hadn't won a game, and we were talking
100%.
them down as wooden spooners, and so form is temporary.
So, if you're a Tigers fan, there is hope.
There is hope.
There is
Absolutely,
hope.
absolutely.
Never know.
So all you got to do is get a Tommy Turbo and do what Manly did last year. So,
Yeah, true.
but anyway, you don't win comps in early April. So
No, that's right, 100%. But that's around the grounds for this week. We know women's WNRL Knights team this week.
no, got a final this week, but
Yeah, you got the final.
Roosters.
And then back for this year's season starts up again soon.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but I'm sure the one they were playing was the postponed one from last year,
Oh, okay.
and that's why it's finishing so early. And then they start into another one,
Wow.
Beautiful.
which
Wow.
is this year's season. Don't
Okay,
quote me, but
well-
I'll look into that. But I'm pretty
Will
sure
you get
that's
back to us next week?
I think there's some rumours going around that the Knights side have picked up a couple of handy players too from the Roosters. So for next season, I hadn't heard that it kicks on.
I tell you
kicks
what,
over soon, but
some strong, powerful
women,
women. What was that? Wow, St George girl.
Elsie Albert,
Yeah, she goes all right.
she got some muscly legs on her, that girl.
She goes well.
Yeah, she's a good player. She's
Very good player.
Anyway, that's around the grounds for this week. We might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, it's that time of the week again. Time for a bit of laughter and humour with the Crazy Ladies Joke of the Week, brought to you by Sayers Inc.
I heard she's been studying up, getting ready for this all week since last week too. She had the best joke I've heard on the show so far last week. I was pretty impressed. My pants.
No, that...
What? Looks like a chef. I am a chef.
Oh God, thank God it's the humour.
What do you got for us, crazy lady?
All of the organs are deciding who should be in charge. I should be in charge, said the brain. I run all the body's systems. Without me, nothing would happen. I should be in charge, said the heart. I circulate oxygen and nutrients all over. No, I should be in charge, said the stomach. I process the food that gives us energy. I should be in charge, said the legs. Without me, the body couldn't go anywhere. I should be in charge, said the eyes. I allow the body to see where it goes. I should be in charge, said the anus. I am responsible for waste removal. Sorry. Here comes the punchline. All of the other body parts laughed at the anus and insulted him. So he shut down. Within a few days, the brain had a terrible headache, the stomach was bloated, the legs got wobbly, the eyes got watery, and the heart pumped toxic blood. They all decided that the anus should be the boss. What is the moral of the story? Even though everybody else does all the work, the a-hole is usually in charge.
I'll remember that. When she calls me the a-hole, I said, well, I'm in charge.
There was no laugh from Andy this week.
No, I'm laughing on the inside. It's all good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Stomach.
It was good. I'm still laughing at you trying to get past the word anus. You look like you're a little bit embarrassed saying that.
Oh, the next one.
Encore.
I don't know. You reckon?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll try. My apologies in advance. Alright. At school, when little Johnny sees little Susie, he asks her if she'll climb the flagpole. When she tells him no, he offers her $1 to climb it. She says yes. That night, she tells her mother how she made $1 today by climbing the flagpole for little Johnny. Her mother tells her not to do it again because all little Johnny wants to do is see her underwear. Next day, same thing happens. But when little Johnny asks her to climb it for $1, she says no. He offers her $2 and she says yes. Again, she tells her mother. This time now she made $2 climbing the flagpole. Her mother yells at her and tells her not to do it again because all little Johnny wants to do is see her underwear. Next day, same thing happens. But when little Johnny offers her $1 to climb it and she says no, he offers her $2 again and she still says no. This time he offers her $5 and she says yes. Again, she tells her mother, this time how she made $5 climbing the flagpole. That's it, her mother yells at her and tells her now she's in big trouble. She says, wait mummy, this time I tricked him. Her mother asks how, and she tells her this time she didn't wear any underwear.
He's laughing.
Thanks, Jono.
No, Andy.
No,
Yeah, no,
it's really hard.
I just knew the punchline before it came, that's all.
Oh,
I
did
just
ya?
knew what was coming.
Were you little Johnny?
Oh, no, I was never a little Johnny. I never climbed a flagpole either.
Oh, were you the girl?
No, good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Have we got any more, or is that us for this
No.
week? No. And I don't have any.
I've got one.
Oh, you said before the show you had a joke you were going to tell us.
Yeah, but you didn't like it. So
You didn't tell it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Oh, was that good? You and then again, I
That
can't.
was like fishing then. I just threw that little hook out there. And
Last week's was just that good. You couldn't beat that one, could you?
that was awesome. That was a great joke.
What was it about?
Harley Davidson.
Oh.
You don't. Oh, you
That one.
remember that when you were. She couldn't stop talking about it all week. Anyway, go, Jono. You can have this week.
This one's really good dad joke. What's the fastest pastry in the world? Scone. Yeah, I'm here all next week.
And on that note, don't forget to check out Travel Guides too this week.
Yeah, it's a lot more funnier this week.
No.
Where are you going this week?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Scone.
Scone. Scone.
Anyway, that was Crazy Lady's joke of the week, thanks to Sayers Inc. So we might have to head down to Sayers Inc. soon, boys and girls, and see little Johnny and so yeah. All right.
What was that? It's got a little toy.
Yeah, that's a ink machine.
Oh,
And
ink gun.
But while we're talking a bit of humour and that, we might head over to Kabashi, boys, for Hughes News. All right, guys, welcome back. That was boys from Kabashi with Hughes News.
Oh, they've done it again, the boys.
Oh, mate. I tell you what, I wish they were over here. Have them in the studio every night would be great.
Heard a rumour they're looking for a new drummer at the moment.
Yeah,
Drummers pulled the pin. Big ads.
Big ads, taking a bit of time off.
Maybe he gets back to it soon, mate. I like the big fella.
Oh, he's a champion. But in saying that, there is plans to have the boys over here at the end of the year.
They'll be.
So
Well, let's get them on tour. Come to Newcastle, boys.
Yeah,
This is the boss.
there will be something towards the end of the year that the people out there can go and view them playing live in Newcastle. So stay tuned. Yeah. So they're going to make the big trip over here. Especially,
Where are they going to play?
not sure yet. The venue hasn't been.
It'll be big.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Entertainment centre.
they'll be doing our song too. Yeah, maybe not.
They could.
Yeah.
They could.
No, they will. They're a good bunch of blokes. But yeah, we'll definitely be there, and yeah, no, it'd be good to catch up and have a listen. We've got some good music.
They've got some excellent music.
Well, when your manager is the Scream Jets manager, you know you're pretty good. So, anyway, it's that time of the week now for Smitter's Mailbag, brought to you by Burton Automotive. A big shout out to the crew over there at Burton Automotive for all of our drink bottles and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
they've been looking after us. They're getting on board, loving the show. Good to see.
Yeah, no, they're. I'll take my hat off to Burton Automotive. They look after a lot of stuff in the public, and kids sport and surf and.
They do a lot of charity work that goes unnoticed through the Maitland area. So,
and I'll tell you what, if you're after a car.
Yeah, well, after that plug, I'm after a new 300 series Land Cruiser.
Yeah, right.
Sahara.
Yeah, well, they're probably the place to go.
definitely.
So, yeah, let's head on over. Anyway, we'll get into it, eh? The first one. It's from Glenn Hamilton. Oh, is it Glenn from Hamilton? One of the two.
Big Glenn from Hamilton.
Yeah. We have 15 of our players off contract at the end of next year. Who do you think we should be priority to re-sign? And who do you think we should just cut loose with, if any, before the buzzards start swooping? Off contract at the end of 2023 are Barnett, which is gone, Clifford, Clune, Fitzy, Frizzell, Bailey Hodgson, Heimel Hunt, Jack Johns, Brady Jones, Clemmer, Mann, Randall, Thompson, Tawala and Young. So who out of there do we prioritise? Well,
we put a line through Barnett because from all accounts...
He's gone, unfortunately.
He's gone. I think
unfortunately.
we go through his list. I think Clifford and Clune.
Yep.
They've got to keep.
We've got to keep them.
Fitzy speaks.
Frizzell's already close to signing. I don't know about Fitzy. I think we will keep him in.
I'd like to see him staying in night uniform.
Yeah, his form's
been good.
Yeah, his form's been excellent.
And I'll tell you what, he bleeds red and blue.
Absolutely, he does. Loves it. So if he can stay, I've got no doubt he wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
Kurt, man?
Oh, no question. Stay.
I didn't want to answer that one.
Yeah, I thought he'd signed for a couple of years.
Yeah, well, I thought he did too.
Oh, you might have signed on for 1 year and then signed on for him a couple more.
Yeah,
but
okay.
see what happens.
Oh, it's at the end of 2023, so it's 2 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Clemmer,
Yeah, I'm keeping
speaks for
Clemmer.
himself.
I'm a Clemmer fan.
BJ,
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
Jack Johns.
He's injured at the moment. He hasn't played much footy this year, but yeah, I'd keep him. I don't mind him.
I'd put a
think
question mark behind that.
Yeah, I'd put a question mark of if we can afford it.
he's not. You got to have 30 plays in your squad.
Yeah.
Jack Johns isn't taking up much salary
No, he's not.
space in your squad, so
So,
you
yeah.
got to have a
Give him a tick.
120,000 or whatever the minimum wage, 130 grand or whatever it is.
And he come back
He's
to
one of those
Newcastle
players.
Yeah, so
for less of money.
Absolutely.
So give him a go.
Absolutely.
Heimel
And he's
Hunt,
got that John surname.
Hunt speaks for himself.
Yeah, Heimel stays for me.
Bailey Hoggs, yeah.
Hodgson,
Hodgson, you got to keep the young bloke.
Randall, say no more, I think.
I think you got to keep him.
Yeah, he's our backup hooker. Yeah, absolutely.
Thompson,
Yeah.
No
hell
question.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tawala,
Tuala, I'd like to keep him, but he's not essential to where
Well,
we're
that
going.
depends what he wants to come back for. If he wants big bucks,
Yeah.
go explore other
Yeah,
options.
yeah.
so there's a question mark over that,
I'd
really.
put a question mark over him depending on what money he's tying up in the cap. So
And the next one, Dom Young
No
speaks for
question.
himself.
and that's the reason why I say that with Tuala. I think Edric Lee's signed
There's-
on again. So that
There's one
and
that
we've got Heimel Hunt. We've got 3 decent wingers.
there's one that's missing out there. I think he's off contract at the end of this year, is he? I could be wrong, but I'll find out more.
KP,
Jesse Sue.
Jesse Sue. Yeah, you might be right with Jesse.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I know, and it's no secret, I'm a big fan of his, but you'd re-sign him.
Yeah, again, he's one of those ones. I think depending on what salary cap he's
I don't
queuing
think
up,
he'd be
so
after too much.
I don't think he's on big money, but
But, you know, to me, okay, Clemmer's gone
yeah,
for a few, weeks. Jesse Sue needs to be that mongrel.
yeah.
Yeah, and he is.
With the other Barnetts. yeah, as
Exactly.
well.
So, okay, well, there you go. Do we Jesse Sue to fill Barnett's shoes?
Well, he's in the squad anyway.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
He's in
Jesse
the team
Sue.
anyway,
Yeah,
so.
him and Thompson in your back row. Wouldn't mind that. And then you got others.
Yeah,
as well.
Thompson's still got a little way to go. There's a couple of things
Oh,
in his game
yeah.
I'd like to see him improve, but geez, he's going to be a
He's
good
going to
player.
be a gun. That's what I mean.
Absolutely.
A future for our club.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing everything right. He's
Good question, bud.
ticking a lot of boxes.
Yeah, very
anyway.
good question.
Yeah, so out of those, I think we probably want to keep most of them.
Majority of them, that's for sure. All right, back to the Kalen Ponga saga here. Do we pay Ponga the money he wants to keep him, or let him go to the Dolphins? Was Barnett, Ponga, and his
Bennett.
management? Sorry.
Bennett.
Yeah, sorry. Was Bennett, Ponga, and his management team wrong for meeting with a player under contract without the club's approval? John from Cahiba.
That's obviously very topical. That's an excellent question, John.
I've got no problem with them meeting, even if he's on contract.
I only thing I've got an issue with, did that play a part in Ponga's poor performance on the other night?
I think he played like he had stuff on his mind.
That's right. Which I'm not disputing. Like KP's got to look after KP.
Absolutely, he
100%.
does.
I'm not going to question that. But should there be a window at the end of the season where you can do all this?
It's hard because the clause in his contract runs out.
But that clause shouldn't be there. Maybe.
But it was.
Well,
No. To
That's
where
a
he
nice
can
fault.
negotiate during the season. Where the NRL needs to do something where maybe there's a window of, I don't know, say September 25th when the
Yeah.
grand finals played.
Yeah.
September 25th up until, February 15th.
Yeah.
There's your window of transfer.
Or maybe you could speak to people like when you're in a buy or something. Not like in the middle of the week when you.
I just think that played, and now he's copping the flack for it.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that they met in Sydney and not at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Wayne Bennett shouldn't be back in Newcastle.
Yeah.
No.
What I will say about that, you remember back a few years ago, and Andrew Johns raised this, and I back him 100% with this.
Yes.
Wayne Bennett
Justin Hodges.
flipped his lid. Justin Hodges signed halfway through a season to
Put him in reserve grade for the rest of the year.
dropped him, put him in reserve grade, wouldn't play him in first grade again because he spoke to another coach during the season
I'd like to hear his...
without his permission, without his knowledge. So when the tides turn,
Yeah, that's right.
old Bennett
He does what suits him.
Absolutely, he does.
But I'd like to hear his response to that.
You won't hear a response.
But I want to hear it. You know what I mean?
You won't
Yeah,
hear a response. from him.
you want to hear what he has to say.
But you know what he's doing. He's doing the best thing for his club, and he's got to do that. He
that's
wants to
right.
sign good players, but
I know that's his job.
absolutely.
But you can't, have it that
Yeah.
way and then have a dummy spit. So
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
I'm with Jono. I don't have an issue with Ponga having a chat, sit down with Wayne Bennett and finding out where he's at. He's got to sort out his future.
100%.
But I think he probably should have had that chat with the Knights and go, look, I'm having a chat to Wayne on... Fair enough. Maybe,
But
strategically that wasn't a good idea for him, but...
By the looks of it, it looks like Ponga's going to re-sign with us.
Yeah, correct.
And good stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to keep KP here forever. But if we were wrong,
Yeah.
I would hope that KP would think enough of the Knights and their fans to come out early
Yeah.
to find a replacement
Absolutely.
quick, so we don't lose someone.
Yeah.
Right. So hopefully, this is all just talking. We're signing. I'll make that clear straight up. I hope Ponga's here.
Yeah.
If not, who do you sign?
Oh, I don't know. Reece Walsh is
100%.
available from the Warriors. There's a few.
That's who I'd go after.
Yeah.
But hopefully, we don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And before we move on to the other part of the question, I'll just throw another slant on that the actual meeting. How do we not know that Ponga hasn't rung Wayne and says, look, mate, I've made a decision. I want to sit down with you and have a chat about it.
And wants to be face-to-face.
And wants to sit down with you face-to-face and go, look, thanks for all the interest, but I've decided to stay with Newcastle. Out of respect to you, I wanted to tell you
Could be.
face-to-face as opposed to over, the phone or Skype or text message. And that's what the meeting was. And because now the talk is obviously that Ponga's he's been an upgraded deal and he's going to sign on for an
He
extended
could have
period.
just wanted a free feed.
So people always look at the glass is half full, maybe the glass is half empty. Sorry, they always look at the glass half empty. And in this case, the glass was half full, and Ponga's acting out of good intent and trying to respect Bennett and having a quiet meeting to go, mate, look, sorry, but thank you for the interest.
Oh,
but
yeah, totally.
I'm going another way. Who knows? Who knows what the meeting's about?
That's right.
So I think we've got to keep everything in context. And
Anyway,
and the other part of the question. Do we pay him the big money? I think we pay him
We've got no
whatever the market says he's worth.
we've got no choice.
So,
if we
but-
don't pay him, someone else is.
Ponga is worth more to the Newcastle Knights than the actual amount that we're paying and the amount of revenue he brings to the
That's
club,
right as well.
to the town. He's you know what I mean. So
Well, that's the thing too. Like I said, we don't have choice. If we don't pay,
yeah, that's right.
there's going to be
else
other
will.
clubs lining up to pay it.
And the interest that Ponga brings to the Knights, on the field, off the field, in the media, with sponsors,
Well, you have a look
with
at
all
kids
that,
down
is
the
worth
park.
every cent.
It's not Benji Marshall anymore. Kids want to be Ponga.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, exactly.
That's exactly right.
Everyone's
So,
wearing that headgear.
That's right.
I'm just hoping that he makes his mind up soon. If he's made his mind up, he can get back concentrating on footy again and
That's
back to
right.
the form we know and the player we know he can be. So
That's it. And let's hopefully it's this week.
you know what? I've got a feeling. That he's going to have a blinder.
Well, no, we'll leave that till later. That could be
Bold predictions.
Yeah.
But,
No.
I don't think he's
There
that
we go.
bored. I think he's going to have a blinder this week. I've got a feeling Ponga's going to step up.
Anyway, we'll move on. That was a good question, but that's
a very good
Well, you can
question.
tell we just carried on. We spoke for
Yep.
ages on it.
Two good questions already.
Excellent. Yeah.
So,
Good one, John.
but it'll be good. As I'll touch on this before we finish, but it'll be good next week, hopefully, when we have the fans actually on the show. So,
There you go. Opportunity for John to ring up.
would Fitzgibbon really make the starting 13 if his old man didn't run the major sponsor? From Matt Groves, and that was actually on our YouTube question. I think he would. I think maybe during the juniors that might have helped him get along a bit, but I think Fitzy's playing good up until he got injured, and yeah, let's hope he comes back and plays as good as he was.
Who would you have in the starting 13?
I don't know if he'd be in the starting 13, but he'd beat me
Well,
17.
he's in mine. That's what I'm saying.
He'd beat me
I'm trying to
17.
think of somebody that.
Yes.
He started the season. He was in great form.
See, the thing is, you got who you going to take out of, Kurt's playing well in 13.
No, I think he stays on the left edge. I think.
But then
BJ goes back to the bench.
That's what I was going to say. So yeah.
Yeah, but Barney's going to come back hopefully.
Yeah,
so.
Barney's going to. I reckon Barney will spend the rest of the year on the bench, developing into a centre forward, unless we have further injuries.
Do you see Barney going to the Knights and wanting out early?
Oh, I think it's all but done that he'll be at the Warriors in 2013.
I mean, gone by say mid-year.
No, like when his suspension's
I don't
up.
think so. Unless we got somebody in mind to replace him, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I would hope not. I like Barney. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
so.
To be honest, I'm well, without being harsh to Barney, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too.
I really am. You know, I rated Barney, and still think he's the champion guy and champion player. But I mean, if this is what's best for Barney, well, so be it. I'll wish him all the luck. But
yeah, absolutely.
just don't play good against us.
No, that's exactly right. So people wanted to crucify him last week after he got sent off, but mate, he bleeds red and blue.
Yeah,
he is this year anyway.
I like Barney. So anyway.
He gives us a. We missed him on the weekend. You could see it.
But that's the
That
thing.
forwards got dominated. He wasn't there.
I still like him even though he's at another club. Look at Connor Watts. I still talk to Connor. And, he's at another club. But I said to him, I can't cheer when you play for the Roosters.
Yeah.
Nah, but, anyway, do you think it will be silly to throw such a big amount at Ponga to keep him? 1.1 million per season is nothing to sneeze at. Riley from Chisholm. Well, I hate to disappoint you, Riley, but it's 1.2 now. It's gone up a little bit more, apparently.
That's the report. You don't know, but
No,
is a fraction of that third parties. I don't know.
But as we said, this is going back to the one just a minute ago. It's very Ponga related this week, rightly so. But what he brings to the club off the field, it's probably,
Yeah, he's earning that money off the. Yeah.
But I get what people are saying.
Yeah.
We need to have him on the park more.
He needs to be on the park. He needs to be playing good, consistent footy. I'll be honest. I really don't care what a football player gets paid. What anyone gets paid, that's their business. If the club wants to pay him that money, that's between the club and them.
Right.
So as long as they're playing good, as long as they earn the money,
And as long as they keep playing
Good luck to
football,
him.
it gives us something to talk about.
good luck to him.
You know it.
Yeah. So anyway, but on to the last one. Do you think Dom Young's sin bin was fair last week? I was literally yelling at my TV, Clint, from his mum's basement.
I hope Mum lets you out soon, Clint. I know we mentioned it before.
I had a fair idea who this is.
Yeah, I was shaking my head. I don't know.
I think it was.
It wasn't a sin bin.
I think it was fair to be on report because they've all got to go on report. But sin bin, that's
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. You put the guy on a report. We'll look at it later.
Yeah.
You stay on, but like you get for that. It was.
Some of the sin binnings on the weekend, but and the things put on report were terrible.
But like I said, until all these referees, right, they need to sit down. Okay, end of the season's September. Sit down for those next 3 months and go over the rules of the game. So
they do.
But they've all got to get the same ruling,
The same interpretation.
understanding. Exactly.
They do that. They're coached.
But they can't be because
They are.
This one bloke goes, his ruling on it is different to this bloke's. You know what I mean?
But that's not the referee on the field. That's the video ref sticking
right.
his 2 bobs worth in.
But that's right too.
And they've
you know
only
what I
got
mean?
a couple of video refs.
They're the same. So
Yeah.
everyone has to get under. Oh, it's never going to change. And you're dead right with what you're saying about they do go over it.
Yeah.
So why aren't they? Got the same kind of.
That's just human nature, but isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but some of them you look at it and you go, that is just so blatantly obvious. How do you come up with that? But,
it's
it
just
gives us something to talk about.
everyone sees things differently. It's just they try to make it as black and white as they can, but it's not a black and white game. So I think, but some of the stuff, some of the obstruction calls and that you see in a game, and you see a front rower who they want to run 20 metres sideways to catch a Kalen Ponga running through a hole, and somebody's got in between them, and they pull it up. This is an example. That's just.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
There's no way they're going to get there, and they call it up, and you go, well, what are you looking at? Someone has to actually be obstructed.
Yeah, well,
another issue. But
common sense.
That's what I'm trying to say. They try to make everything black and white, and there's lots of areas of grey in our game. So.
Well, we'll move on from that. But you're dead right. As we've been saying, we're waiting to do the mailbag by phone.
Yeah.
Well, Burton Automotive is the sponsor of it, so we just wanted to wait to get all of our stuff up.
Yeah.
So next week. So stay tuned through the week. You'll have your chance to get on board and make a phone call into the show and be live on radio and live on the show. So
We're live, pre-recorded on the show.
So yeah, you'll be have your chance this week. So that was Smitter's Mailbag, brought to you by Burton Automotive.
And Clint, if there's issues there with mum, mate, and she's locking you in the basement, just get a message out to us and we'll send in the cavalry. We'll get you out of there. Big Gaz will come round with his truck and...
Yeah,
Boy Gary. Speaking of that, we've got to get Floorboy Gary on the panel one night.
Oh, definitely.
You can talk about the riverworms or something.
Speaking of that too, we might have to get your dad on one night.
Yeah, well, I'll have to speak
I actually got an email. I'll show you from a fan asking to bring your dad back on.
No, I'll have a chat to him. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, when you get back from Louisiana.
Louisiana. Well, he's a school teacher, so I'll have to get him on the school holidays.
School holidays sounds
Yeah,
good
good
to
idea.
me.
Good idea.
All right, that's Smitter's Mailbag for this week, and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back, and it's time for Teamless Tuesday. Andy, brought to you by Sports Power Newcastle.
Absolutely. Newcastle Knights back at home this week. Second game of the year at home, so big, massive game after our last couple of weeks. But we play the Bin Chickens, Manly Warringah Sea Eagles at 7:50 on Thursday night. So I can't wait. Everyone get in there. It's going to be a cracker. So we'll go through the Manly side. Massive out for them. Tommy Turbo. Tommy Travojevic is unavailable, so with a leg
Damn
injury.
shame, isn't it?
Shame for them. They're going to miss him.
Not ours.
No.
I don't wish any ill.
You know what? I'd rather
but-
him play and we beat him at their best. Like
Yeah,
he
true.
played last year and we beat him.
True.
So, anyway, let's go through the teams. At fullback, Tolutau Kula, young kid that's coming through. He's got some toe, hasn't he?
Yeah?
Played well on the weekend. I think he scored one, set up another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So yeah, no,
Solid
he's a
player.
gun. So we're going to have to come up with some sort of strategy to get past his speed, I think.
Well, Jason Saab, he's class too.
Yeah, I know.
But Dominic Young up against him, good match.
Good match.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly
Sorry,
right.
mate.
So Jason Saab, Dom Young, bit of height there, so that's a good matchup. Christian Tuipulotu is named in the centres with Morgan Harper. That said, I saw that Brad Parker's been named on the extended bench, so I wouldn't be surprised if Brad Parker comes into the side
true.
for young Christian.
Morgan Harper, he's the one that looks like.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Curly hair,
Ernie.
but
Not bad.
30.
Bert and Ernie. Yeah. No, he goes all right too. Not a bad.
you reckon he looks like Ernie, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking, but anyway.
Who were you thinking?
Oh,
He
it
looks
doesn't
like
matter.
Morgan Harper.
He looks very much like Morgan Harper.
Yeah.
Very similar hairline.
Next one.
Ruben Garrick, I think we spoke about him earlier. He's an absolute gun. So, Mr. Garrick on the other wing. Kieran Foran,
Can't believe he's put 4 weeks together.
he's been on fire, but since he went back to Manly, he was a big part of their push
Does he?
last year. And yeah, absolutely. So just something clicks for him while he's there. So him and Daly Cherry Evans in the halves just seem to work together.
The giraffe.
And the giraffe.
Playing
So
well last week.
yeah, that's exactly right. So we need to do something to nullify those two as well. They're halves, so they're dangerous. That's probably the danger point for them is those two. So, and their speed out wide. Josh Alloway's in the front row with Marty Tapau. Tapau's been a bit quiet at the start of the
He
season.
has. Oh, mate, I like Marty.
Yeah, I like
But
him too.
I think, he's
He
been.
has been a little bit quiet. So,
His game? Is
hopefully he is this weekend.
he due for? Is he negotiating contracts?
He's
is
off
there
contract.
something?
I think he is off contract at the end of the year, but that's normally the time where they lift and
That's
they're
right.
playing a little bit
But
better
is
when
there
they're
something-
chasing the coin. So,
Yeah.
so
Well, hopefully he bounces back next week.
yeah, next week, not this week. Anyway, he needs another week of bad form. But anyway, Lachlan Croker at hooker, good little player. Ola Kalatu is in the second row with Andrew Davey. He's a good player, that Andrew Davey. I rate him. There's something about him. And Tommy's brother, big Jake Travojevic.
Don't be surprised if you see Jake lift this week.
Yeah,
You know.
he will. His brother's not there, but yeah, I don't know. I like Jake as a middle. I don't know. I don't know if I like him that much anymore as that link player that a lot of the locks are playing at the moment. But
I listened to him speak before last week's game. I tell you what, you probably won't get a better speaking person,
yeah,
than Jake. Like just the respect he had for the opposition and that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
just That's phenomenal.
I think the whole family, all the boys are, they've got that about them, haven't they? They're very humble and.
Yeah, just the way Jake was talking, that you know, like he's just, you know, like we've got our work cut out for us, like, you know, just the respect and that he had for the opposition. I thought, good on you.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have that. I love their bench. They got a really strong bench. Dylan Walker, I'd be surprised if he plays. He copped an injury on the weekend. Yeah. Copped a leg injury, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is omitted, but you never know. Good luck to him if he plays. He's been good for them this year. Carl Lawton and Sean Kepi and Taniela Pasaka are the other members of their bench. So pretty strong. They're a pretty strong bench. So that's probably they got us covered on the bench, I think. But
I don't know about that.
I like their bench. It's pretty strong. That Pasaka, he's a gun. He's not a Payne Haas, but he's got that sort of presence on the field that a Payne Haas or those big guys have got. But anyway,
we get into the Newcastle
Knights. Can't say Henny Penny Knights anymore, can we?
No, but we could probably call it the Sports Power Knights.
The Sports Power Knights.
Because it's sponsored by Sports Power segment. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So fullback, Kalen Ponga. Hopefully he's got all his contract stuff and anything that's been distracting him, any injuries or whatever. Whatever's been distracting him, I hope he can put it aside on Thursday night and have a blinder for the Knights. Like I said before, I've got a feeling he will. So.
Maybe I should take some butter chicken down there.
Bit of butter chicken.
Butter chicken, that's how Brownie won him over. So.
Yeah, righto. No, okay. Hope your butter chicken's as good as Brownie's butter chicken.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Is it?
Oh, that's the wife, mate.
Yeah, okay.
She's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, that's true.
Not too bad.
That's always a bonus.
Yeah, well...
As we said before, Dom Young's on one wing and Ari Tuala has kept his spot on the other wing. Big Edric's on the extended bench butt, so I don't know if there's
Edric's is a hand.
Play there, so
he's pushing.
So yeah, he's close.
You wouldn't think he'd take Dom, but in Ali, yeah, he might.
Well, there's pressure there, isn't there? How good a position is that to be in that you got somebody like Edric Lee on the bench? That
it's a good headache to have.
Extended bench that can fill in if somebody's dropped their guard a little bit. So yeah, it's good position to be in. Centres, Dane Gagai, Bradman Best pick themselves. Well, hopefully they're.
Brady's been a bit quiet. The beast.
That's what I thought
and Gags, as we said before, Gags got owned last week.
I'd like to see Bradman take him on a bit more.
Get the ball earlier
and just take him on. He's a big unit.
Oh, he's quick.
Use
big,
it, mate.
Fast,
Use
strong.
it.
He's got that pass.
Back yourself. See, that's another thing too. I've had this conversation with Kurt Manning before as well. Back yourself more, mate. Be more confident in yourself. Like with Kurt at the line, you know, run at the line, close at the line. Just go yourself.
You're trying to take credit for Kurt's form this year.
No,
you might be the super coach.
No,
you've been in his ear.
No, but seriousness, you've got the talent.
Absolutely, he does.
Just keep him guessing, and like I'd like to see more. I'd love to see a half and that, you know, rather than try, the cutout ball or whatever. Keep him guessing and have a go yourself. Yeah, well, I love it.
Kurt's been one of our best all year, so whatever he's doing, whatever it's come from, I hope he keeps doing it. Whatever he's doing, so it's working for us. He's doing a good job being that link man in between the halves and the spine and the backs. So yeah, it's good. Jay Clifford, 5'8", Adam Clune. We've spoken about them enough. I think they're on fire. They're doing a great job, the young fellas. So forward pack, Big Jacob teams up with his brother Daniel Saifidi in the front row.
Expect a bigger performance from them this week.
Yeah, they were disappointing. Both of them last week. I was pretty disappointed in their form last week. So
and so were they, I'd say.
They'll be
Jacob start off the bench again this week, or do you think he's in the starting line?
Daniel started off the bench, didn't he? I can't remember.
No.
Young Leo Thompson came in.
Yeah, he could actually. He could do that.
Yeah.
Push one of the Safidi's back, because then you got really a distinguished prop. One off, one on. You know what I mean? Because there's no glamour.
It's a tough call, isn't it? Because we didn't have that dominance at the start last week that we normally have, and I guess that's the trade-off of putting one of them on the bench. So. Yeah,
so that's where we need the big clam back.
I'd probably both of them are capable of playing big minutes too. I'd start both of them, to be honest.
But I'll go back as far as saying now. Okay, with that last week, it shows how much we miss Clem.
Yeah,
That's
big,
true.
big Clem and Barnett too.
Yeah, get that mongrel off the bench.
Barnett, so Fitzgibbon.
So this is where I like Jesse Sue to pick that mongrel up.
That's got to be his job this weekend. That's got to be his job. So, yeah, Chris Randall at hooker. So obviously we spoke about him before as well. He had a good game last week. Heap of tackles. Does his job every week. He's pretty solid. He doesn't let us down. So. And then we got Tyson Frizzell's been named in the second row with Brody James. Obviously a big question mark next to Tyson. Picked up a hamstring injury last week. Has been named. They're going to give him more week and up to game time to prove his fitness. So, geez, I hope he plays. I hope he's fit because we're going to miss him.
Oh, yeah.
He's another one that just gives us a bit of mongrel on the edge. So, love him.
Big shoes to fill if he's out.
Yeah, love him. Absolute gun. And then your man, Kurt Mann, locking the scrum. Our bench, Phoenix Crosland, he's going all right, young Phoenix. He's playing some good footy.
Doing all we needed from him.
Yeah, absolutely. So Suaso, Jesse the Sioux, Leo Thompson and Jairo Momasia.
All right. Tyson's out. Who comes in?
If Tyson's out, I'd say Jairo Momasia will start in the second row.
You reckon?
I
With
reckon
Brady?
Jesse.
I thought Jesse would come up.
Yeah, I reckon Jairo. Jairo played the trials in the second row.
All right. So then, okay. Maybe Jesse or Jairo go in the start line. So then who comes from the reserves up to the interchange?
Probably Pasami Solo.
Yeah,
But apparently he had a blinder last week before last in
Good to
reserve
see
grade,
too, after that horrific injury.
Yeah.
So
I'd say probably Pasami would come in and we'll need a bigger body on the bench, I think. So,
but we miss Clem. It shows how much we miss the big fella.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we need him back. Hopefully, speedy recovery, and he's back soon.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
He's another type. Like if the likes of Ponga get targeted, especially if you get Dylan Walker on the field, he's going to target Ponga. You want Clem there, like if he's in trouble, Clem's going to be the first one there.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And you need that.
Clemmer and Barnett. Clemmer, Barnett and Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, Fitzy's there.
They give us they just give us that aggression.
So this is where I like Jesse Sue to grab hold of it too, because I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want him coming.
Oh, he's a nugget.
I'd run.
Yeah, he's a nugget. Any of these blokes. Who's this? Tex Hoy. Tex Hoy looked at me sideways on run, but anyway, he touched me. But.
I know. I seen what was it against the Tigers last year when Jesse Sue was against another guy, and I just thought, look at that face, it's not going to kill you.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, whoever fills them shoes will do a good job.
Definitely.
And can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the mentality they've got to take. So, it's next man up.
If you're in it, you're
Siege
good enough.
mentality at Newcastle this Thursday night. So, we've lost 2 in a row. We need a win.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bin Chickens, arch rivals.
Yeah.
If you're not there,
The
you're
Malcolm
crazy.
Reilly Cup.
Absolutely.
Let's
Absolutely.
You
If there's
don't.
a game you've got to go to this year, this is it.
I tell you what,
Massive game.
we've had some good coaches, but I tell you what, no disrespect to all of our coaches throughout the years. We've had some pearl coaches and they're all good, but Malcolm's my favourite.
Yeah.
Love
He
the
got us
Englishman.
our first premiership.
Love
didn't
the
he?
Englishman.
Yeah.
He's just no nonsense coach. And
Yeah.
all right, guys, it's time for Crew Review, brought to you by a Crew View.
Crew View.
Brought to you by Mobile Travel Agents. It has been a big day.
It has been a massive day, yeah.
Oh, humongous. So, how do we see this one going, boys?
Oh, I'd say. I was going to say I see the Knights winning this game.
Yeah, we're favourites with the bookies. I think that's probably fair, Justin.
I
pretty
think
narrow,
Turbo being out's a big.
Yeah,
big
it's
loss
a
for
massive,
them.
massive
And at
loss for them.
home. At home, hopefully a big crowd.
Yeah.
Get behind them.
I just got a feeling the Knights are going to be up for this. They're going to be getting a rev up all week. Played average last weekend. Good sides don't play bad 2 weeks in a row.
True.
So if we're ever going to be up for a game, it's going to be this weekend, I think. So
Sounds good.
got to get the job done. I'm just a bit worried about just those players that we're starting to miss now. So they're starting to add up, and
Yeah, but
if Frizzell misses out, I think
the ones that are filling them shoes
yeah.
have got to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're in the 17, you're good enough. Start believing in yourself. And
I've got no doubt they believe in themselves, but
and
they
you can do
the
it.
job, but-
If you're there in the 17, you've just got to,
yeah.
I mean, look at even some of their reserves. There's some talent there coming through. Like you said, Edric. You know, Basami, Tex,
Yeah, Simi Sasagi.
Simi Sasagi, Braden Musgrave.
Yeah.
So there's still
Yes.
some.
If it, yeah. Dylan Lucas has been looking good, but yeah. So yeah, no, we got some players, but we're probably just lacking a bit of depth in the back row at the moment. Like, the club knows that. Need to address it, but anyway, they will.
Yeah, that's right. But once we get all of our injuries back and all that
That's any club.
suspensions,
You take. I wrote the list down before. What have we got? We got 7 or 8 players out. So
well, you got Clement, you got Barnett, you got
Yeah.
Fitzgibbon.
So Heimel Hunt, he's not due back for another, maybe next week, the week after, he'll be back. Then you've got Jack Johns is out, David Clemmer, Jaden Brayley, Lachlan Fitzgibbon, Matt Croker, and then you've got Mitch Barnett suspended. And I've probably missed a couple because I just jotted them down as I was,
Yeah. So I mean, there's
doodling before.
like you said, there's some talent just there.
No, there's talent there.
Yeah.
There's
You
talent
know.
there. There's a good forward pack there sitting on the bench.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Sorry, out. at the
So
moment,
how long's Fitzy got? He's got another 3 or 4
Another
weeks,
5
hasn't he?
weeks.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Oh, no, Fitzy. Yeah. No, he's looking, another 5 or 6 weeks, I think.
Oh, that sucks. And Clement's back in free.
Croker's 6 weeks. Yeah, Barnett's another 5. Johns is another 5 or 6.
And that's, you know.
Clemmer's back in about 3, they're saying.
He didn't look real good last home game. He walked
Yeah,
past.
apparently he's doing everything right. He's starting to go right.
He
So,
was limping pretty badly.
they're talking Brayley early June, I think.
Oh, right.
So,
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I reckon, I think we'll bounce back. With this, they'll have a rev up and they'll be disappointed on last week's performance. So, yeah, should be good.
yeah, I think if our forwards can get on top,
Yeah,
we'll
that's right.
win the game. So I think we've got the back line to win the game.
And just put pressure on the draft.
Yeah.
Put pressure on the draft and, we'll go a long way to win it. So,
Yeah.
I reckon we'll get it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think we do. I think we will. I think, we're a massive chance anyway. So
100%. I'll back him.
I'll back him.
that'll be my tips this week.
We'll get on to that in a
So
second.
my
What
tips
do you
last
reckon?
week too.
Yeah. Mine backfired. Anyway, we'll move on to bold predictions. And that's brought to you by Aussie Direct. Aussie Direct are also our sponsors for our footy tipping competition.
Yeah, righto.
Of course, you'd bring that up, Smitter. You got a perfect round last week.
I
round,
did,
did ya?
but there was a method in my madness. I said to Jono, look, I'll tip against the Knights because they'll win. Then, and they didn't. But
So there was no method in the madness.
No, but I got a perfect round. But I honestly thought if I tipped against them, they'll win.
I'd rather the Knights win than you get a perfect round.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, I'm just being selfish for the
Oh no, I was hoping
for
the Knights
the
win.
listeners.
I hope the Knights win. That's why I did. I said, John, you watch. If I ever was to back against them, they'd win. Yeah, no, it didn't happen. Anyway, so Aussie Direct. If you'll never pay full price again.
Yeah, righto. Well, we're going to do the teams now. We're going to do our picks now.
Yeah, you do your
Tips?
ball prediction first, and then we'll do our
Ball
tips,
prediction. Ball prediction is
Bold
garbage
prediction,
last
I'll
week.
start this one off. Bold prediction, Daniel Saifidi will score a try
Ooh.
with the Knights, and a Knights win by 20 points.
20 points. I like
20
it.
points.
I like it.
I'm going to
Big
tip
A.
Jake Clifford to kick a 40-20. I think the Knights are going to win I think it's going to be a close game. So I'm going to say Knights
Ooh.
are going to win
Field goal.
22-16.
Ooh.
I think you might be right. A close game. But I see a field goal.
Do you?
Yeah, the old couple of years back, Mitchell Pearce.
I don't think you'll kick a field
No,
goal. That is a bold prediction. That is a bold prediction.
That's a long way, too. Long
That is
range.
very, that is very
Maybe
No, but,
Terry Lamb
you know-
will kick one. I'll be down by 2 and he'll kick one.
Or it'll be extra time like then as well.
Well, I hope not. I don't know. My old ticker could take that.
Couple of corn jacks.
Yeah, a couple of corn jacks.
I tell you what, our little food critique Porsche, the chicken nuggets. That's probably the best at McDonald Jones at the moment. Chicken nuggets. They're good. No corn jacks, it's chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
chicken nuggets.
Stay away from the hot dog.
Mate of mine took me into having the cheesy nuggets at Red Rooster the other day. Said they're the best thing ever.
They're filth.
Average.
Yeah.
It was average.
I tell you what,
Don't say that. They're
Sorry.
the best.
The cheesy nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like them. I tell you what,
KFC, the best nuggets.
No.
I'm gonna stay away from the dirty dog because it was filth. But there's a new one up on the hill. I think it's a Kransky or something, or some sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give that a go.
Well, I think you're a bit of a sausage fanatic. Yeah, I heard you. A bit of a connoisseur of good sausage.
Only steak and chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good sausages. But no, I'll try that and yeah, we'll have a review. Maybe each week we'll try something different. Give it
a shout out.
Give it a rating out of 10. That's your new segment. Andy's food review.
Oh, you look so excited.
I'm just trying to think what I'm going to go first.
The sausage.
I was thinking the corn jack.
Corn jack.
Oh, that's good.
Are they still open?
I don't know. I haven't had a corn jack this year.
Well, there's a
it's only been one home game.
Yeah, but there's a up on the I still call it Ganninan Hill.
Yeah.
Up there, there's a new food sausage place and stuff. So apparently it's good.
Did you try one of those local beers that they had at the first game?
The
Steel City.
The Steel City?
No, I didn't actually.
I like it. I like Steel City.
Sweet. I like James. What was it?
James Squire Ginger
James
Beer.
Squire, yeah.
Yeah, the Brookvale. Try that one.
Yeah, that's good too. Had that at 2GI Fridays the other night. Shout out to 2GI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, little wedge of lime and
Stop it. Anyway, let's get my ball prediction. Yeah, I reckon it will be a tight one. Maybe a field goal or extra time, and Jesse Sue to come out and play a man of the match performance.
Ooh,
Jesse Sue, man of the match.
Off the bench.
Nah, I've got a massive feeling that KP is going to be man of the match.
Yeah, well, that's probably.
It's not ball,
Right,
but I've just got a feeling KP's up for a big one.
I just think we need these kind to stand up as well. So hopefully pushing it. Anyway, that's my ball prediction, and my ball prediction is that you have 4 sausages because they're that good.
What's your bold prediction, Jono?
He said it is when you were asleep.
Hey,
He was too busy thinking about his sausages.
hey, what are you talking about? Sausage all the time?
That's what we're
Start
doing.
calling you the sausage king or something.
Oh,
The
right.
sausage.
I know. I said.
King.
Tiger King, sausage king.
no, that's our homework for on the weekend. We'll go and do the food critique, Andy's food review. Anyway, let's move on to. Did you miss his?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do it again?
What did you do? What was yours?
I said Daniel Saifidi.
Oh, you did. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
People, yeah.
Is that Kabashi headband?
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit tight. That's it. It's coming off.
No worries. We'll move on. We'll just take a quick break and we'll be back to wrap it up with the. So we're going to put up with every week with the games of the week. All right, guys, welcome back, and we'll quickly go through our tips in the games of the week. Knights, Eagles, Ben Chickens, Knights. Warriors and Cowboys.
Warriors.
Yeah,
Where
Warriors.
is it on the Central Coast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Warriors.
The Broncos and the Roosters.
Chooks.
Chooks.
Yep. Raiders and Storm.
Storm.
Storm
Rabbits.
by lots.
Yeah, well, you'd think so. Rabbits and the Drag Queens.
Rabbits.
The Bunnies.
Yeah, hard to go past that. Titans and the Riverworms. This could be an upset.
You reckon?
No.
Ah, Riverworms.
Riverworms.
It's at Seabus.
Riverworms.
Riverworms.
Ooh, floor boy Gary's not going to like me, but I might go. I'll study that.
Did you watch the Titans play last week?
Yeah, but they've got to change. Sharks and
someone's gotta
West
change.
Tigers, cricket score.
Yep, cricket. Sharks.
Yeah, it'll be 4 for 48.
Bulldogs and Panthers.
That'll be Penrith will declare and put the Bulldogs back in.
I reckon this could possibly be a 60-point game. That's a bit of another bold prediction. 60 points by the Penrith.
There'll be a bit of niggle in this game.
It won't be. Yeah, it'll be a big score.
It'll be a bit of
60's a
nickel.
lot. That's pretty bald.
A couple of former Penrith
That's-
players and Trent Barrett.
Yeah, there'll be a bit of
in
niggle.
this one.
I reckon Tavita Pengai he'll be sin bin.
Yeah.
He'll lose his nana.
Him and Villiamu Kikau won't get along.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they will next year. They'll be teammates next
They've
year.
got no choice.
Yeah. So.
That's a bit different when you got no choice.
Yeah, well, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, he'll have a shocker this week. Pengai.
Villiamu hasn't played well for a while either.
Yeah, I thought he's been all right this year. He's scoring well in Supercoach.
Yeah. Not his usual. You agree? Like a bit
Yeah,
of
he's not.
kick out?
He's not doing as well. But as long as he gets to the finals, he'll pick up his game.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, that's right.
Think about that big paycheck at the Dogs next year.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, that's us again.
That's the podcast done.
That's
the show.
It's good to have another one up our sleeve. And Burton Automotive for all of our freebies.
Yeah,
We have our actual Floorboy Gary. We have a giveaway here. We'll put it up on the page this week. But we're just going to give some stuff away. We've got some free stuff coming through, so we're just going to give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you don't even have to enter. I reckon we'll just randomly select someone that's on our page that, watches the show.
What are we giving away? There's nothing.
Oh, this week over there, there's a whole bag full of stuff. There's
there?
Knights, towels.
Maybe drop a comment.
Yeah.
Prizes.
Yeah, drop a comment and we'll pick someone out of it and, win a prize. We've got flag. We got, I think there's umbrellas, there's towels, there's mugs, there's signed hats by most of the team. Oh,
Can I enter?
you can do what you want. There's mugs.
That bag there.
There's heaps of stuff. And there's more coming. So we're just going to give it away. Because we don't keep it. What we get, we give back to you guys. So, make a comment on the show this week, and you're in the draw. We're just going to pick someone out. Random one each week. You can just, one of you guys next week will just pick a comment out, and they can win it. We might do a couple here and there, and some show merchandise coming as well. So keep an eye out. We're just going to give it away. So also, if you want to be on the mailbag on the show next week, talk to these guys, just send us an inbox or an email, and you could be on it. So see you at the game, man.
Yep, sees it.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Make sure you catch Travel Guides on 9 now.
Yes.
Louisiana style. This week.
Louisiana.
Anything we should be waiting out for? Anything interesting?
Well, I really can't remember, to
You
be
get
honest.
around, don't you, eh?
Yeah, a little bit. Try to.
Hey.
Curry on a Tuesday.
I've been everywhere, man.
Louisiana by Wednesday.
Frequent flyer points.
Frequent flyer points.
So we get those points up. You know it.
So a big shout out to our sponsors there. High Mix Concrete. Newcastle Live.
Are you allowed to give us any sort of clues about what's going to happen in Louisiana?
Oh, to be honest, I can't really remember, to be honest. I was filmed back in 2019, so a bit fuzzy about that.
I reckon your dad's going to be funny.
Oh, he always is.
Oh, he is. He's a classic.
Yeah.
We'll love to get him back on soon, as we said to Jono.
Yeah, school holidays. It's hard for teachers to come up on a school night.
Oh, yeah. And, he's got his own life as well. So.
Yeah, that's right.
But, big shout out to mobile travel agents. Say Zinc Tattoos.
Use those corners.
Yeah, they're moving too, so keep an eye out. They're moving across the road to the old Spotlight building. So,
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, that's a massive building.
Yeah, it's a massive store, massive range. So all your gear is at Muso's Corner. Purnell, big shout out to Purnell for our new shirts are coming. Big Shannon will be on the show soon too, and Sports Power. We've got everything.
Steak and chops at Tanilba Bay. Make sure you try some steak and chops.
And high mix.
Oh, I've said that.
No,
Mate, you were
I'm not
asleep.
listening. Yeah.
Aussie Direct for sponsoring our tipping comp.
Yes, and a big shout out to Floorboy Gary and Brendan for helping us out, and the Kabashi boys. So,
Boys, send more headbands.
yeah.
Papers.
I know.
We want more headbands
Blokes
to
are
give away.
legends.
So, keep an eye out,
MTA?
boys. And,
Did you do MTA?
Yeah, you were asleep at that part too.
No, I'm just giving them another plug. Newcastle Live.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Did
Live.
them?
Yeah.
He's missing
Burton
out on
Automotive.
he's missing out on bold predictions.
Have we done bold predictions yet? Has anyone tonight put $1 into the jar
Hey, have you noticed?
for...
We never said it.
We never said it.
Why not?
Because I was waiting for you.
No. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, it's it.
Oh, and shout out to Sign Shop for organising all these great signs for us.
And that's it. Once a night.
Always a night.
Good night.
It's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Move, it's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Represent our steel town for the latest on the boys on what's going down. Putting you there right in the frame. Rapping about our team and the latest games. Talking footy and the way we played. Ripping and a tearing on a new crusade. Just trying to do what we can. As true blue die hard, you United fan. Move, it's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Move, it's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Move, it's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. Move, it's right time. It's night time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. From the old trees back in '88, and the team that we see play today. Week in, week out, giving it all. Yeah, united we stand, but divided we fall. Every hit, every tackle, every